Welcome, Hoarders. They're playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5, and today we're going to be testing the Nightshark. I actually don't remember... Okay, the HVY Nightshark. I forgot that that's what the thing was, and I am going on oncoming traffic. That's because I took an off-ramp and used it as an on-ramp because that's the quickest way to get through there. I'm kind of rushing while doing this part to try to get to the drag track so I can do it in the daylight because it's going to start turning night on here. But besides that, the vehicle, I like some things about it, but then there's other things I don't like. Like, for starters, I don't care for how it looks, really. I guess it's supposed to be some kind of security vehicle in real life. For what this is based on. You can have a trailer hooked to it, which was the big main thing. I did get this actually for free like a month ago. I don't know how I got it for free. It was just free and I bought it. I was like, I'm going to test it. Might as well save myself $1 million instead of buying the thing. Honestly, I don't recommend it. I do not recommend spending that kind of money to get this kind of vehicle. You can put, how should I put this? The big thing is, would I recommend this over the Insurgent? It depends. The regular Insurgent, the one without the guns, I don't remember the difference, like the name between the different ones, but the one without the gun, I do not recommend this over it. The one with the gun, or wait. Let me rephrase that. The one without the gun, I would recommend the Nightshark instead. The one without the gun, I would recommend the Insurgent, because this, all it has is a very shitty front machine gun. The one thing that I do like is that you can actually use weapons out of it. As far as I have the setup, I do believe it works the same way as the half-track, where if you put the restricted windows, which are the ones with armor, that you can't use explosives then, and you can only use certain machine guns. I'm not a big fan of that. I do like that it has a trailer hitch, because then you can hook up the cool, like, rocket guns and stuff to the back that your friends can use while driving. I do not own any of those. It would be nice to get those, but in general, I do not care for this vehicle. The acceleration doesn't feel... the acceleration isn't bad. It's just the top speed isn't great. The top speed is the reason why the acceleration's not bad. If it went faster, the acceleration wouldn't be as good. But it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. There's nothing really special about it. It's more of just a car that they put in the game to use for missions, and that's about it. But I don't really have much more to talk about it. Handling is pretty good for an SUV, I will admit that. Braking is really good too. I was honestly pleasantly surprised how good the brakes work on it. It is four-wheel drive. That's obvious when I did the, I already filmed it, the launch at the beginning of the test track race. But that's really it for here, so now let's head on over to the test track. Okay, we are now at the test track. I'm gonna just start it off like immediately. 3, 2, 1, and go. It does get off the line fairly good because it is four-wheel drive. It has quite a bit of grip and all that. It's really, I don't think it's gonna do bad for being an SUV and having armor. But I think in general, compared to every other vehicle, it's not going to do great. I'm assuming it's probably going to get a time or a place around the 70s, somewhere in there. Probably the 50s to 70s area, I would guess, because it's not that fast. However, it does handle very good for what it is. It has very little understeer to it, which you'd expect it to have quite a bit more. This is my third attempt at getting a lap because I have to do the whole track off of memory, and I was talking a lot and wasn't really thinking about what turns I was making. And I kind of last second whipped over to take the correct turn that I had to, and I went over dirt, so I had to stop that and start over. It's okay if I hit dirt as I'm taking a corner, like an actual racing line corner, because sometimes you do that in regular racing, but they have those little speed, like the red and blue the red and white strips that the rumblers that you just touch a little bit when you go around a corner, just so you can get that extra bit of speed while going through a corner. I'll do that stuff, and that isn't a big problem. The problem was I went straight right there and then realized I had to make a left. I'm gonna go and make sure we hit the points where the actual targets would be, because I don't want to give this an unfair advantage over all the other vehicles. And let's get to the end here and try to stick either on or within the yellow line and across the line. Not sure what time we got. I don't even know what time we got yet. So let's head on over to the leaderboard and see where we placed. On the test track, the HVY Nightshark finished in 80th place at 2 minutes 28.12 seconds. Not really bad at all for being an SUV. I believe it finished about where I thought it was going to finish. I think I said like somewhere around 60th or 70th place, somewhere in there, but 80th is close enough. I really honestly don't like the vehicle, mostly because of looks, and I don't know, there's nothing about it that I really like, other than, it's armored, but I don't use armored vehicles in the game anyway. I just use ones that I like. That's why I got rid of the Kuruma, and soon I will be doing, maybe even next week, I'll probably do the Duke of Death. That way I can get rid of that, because I don't use that for anything. The only thing that armored vehicles used to be good for was doing the setups for, like, the final heist. What was it? I think it was just the Vespucci job. That heist, the final heist. Just doing all those setups, because you could just sit in the car with, like, the Kuruma and shoot everyone and not risk getting killed at all. Where now they you can still do that, but it's not really worth doing the heist anymore, so I just decided to not do that anymore, because the newer heists are better. But now let's head on over to the drag track and see what we can get over there. Okay, we just now got to the drag track. I'm going to try to line this up with that little post when I'm not doing the regular thing. I will be able to get the timer synced up, though. All I have to do is show a little bit of the wheel. I really don't even have to show much. I could probably get it started easily by the way it is now, just by... All I need is one frame of movement, and then I can get the timer synced up pretty good. But we're almost at the end right now, and across the line. Well, that is the end of the drag test. I have no idea what time we got. So let's head on over to the leaderboard and see where we placed. On the drag track, the Nightshark finished in 83rd place at 28.12 seconds, which is a weird coincidence because on the regular test track it finished in 2:28.12. So that's just something I found interestingly weird. It's still a fairly good time for an armored SUV, because not only is an SUV supposed to be slower, but to add armor to it, it's going to be even slower. It's just odd to have a vehicle do that good being faster than you'd expect it to be. Not nearly as slow as you would think it would be, because it's an SUV and they're heavy, but there's really not much more to it than that. But I am definitely going to get rid of it. Like I said, I don't like it. There's nothing about it that's enjoyable to me. And I'm pretty much mostly happy about not having to pay for it. I really don't know what happened when because I got this and the Revolter on the same day, both for free, and I don't know how I did it. They were free on the website. I don't know why they were free on the website. I didn't see anything saying that they were free. I just clicked on them and got them both for free, and I was like, yeah, boy. Because I would never, it would have been a long time until I tested this if I had to pay for it. That's why I try to get all the sales on the vehicles that I didn't buy yet, because some of them I just don't ever want to keep. So I see no sense in spending a lot of money on a vehicle I'm not going to keep. But post in the comments down below a vehicle that you would like to see me test in the next testing Tuesday. As far as right now, it will be the Duke of Death. And I am stockpiling right now videos for when it becomes winter in GTA, because I can't do car tests during that time, because there will be snow on all of the tracks, which will skew the results and they won't be accurate. So I'm going to try to get, I don't know, like at least 10 videos would be nice, but I don't think I'm going to even need that many. I'm probably only going to need like 5 or 6. Because it should only be a couple weeks that there is snow. I know that they did add the snow to be on there longer, which is nice, but it's also annoying at the same time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.